Hi guys, how y'all doing since I last saw you? I have stolen Jake's new ring light that he uses for Instagram. Trying it out so I can film this little intro for what is actually quite a long video because it is a combination of horse shows and human shows. My shows and Max's shows. I finally got back to actually competing him. It's been over 2.5 years. Boy, that went fast. I had no idea. So this video is all about that. If you like the horse stuff, great. If you don't, skip ahead to the musical parts, but there's a lot of horse stuff in here. Anyway, this is what the video is about, and I'm going to kick it off with, of course, we had to do some prep for all of this. Human prep, meaning the band and I got together for a little rehearsal, and lots of Max prep to try to get us back into some kind of shape to do a horse show. So anyway, here's how it went.
I don't know.
I cannot believe I've forgotten to videotape this entire rehearsal so far.
Yeah.
What an idiot I am. I was going to videotape you guys.
Oh, we're vlogging? Are we
I
vlogging
totally
today?
forgot.
No, well,
me something
I
good.
remember exactly.
It's the first
Give me
thing
some good. It's our, we're learning new songs, older new songs, right? For the
Couple new
gig.
ones and
I
some
know.
old ones.
And we're doing an autumn song because it's autumn, which I love. So that's good. What else is new? I don't know. What?
Are we going to get pictures of your new place?
Oh yes, I'm renovating my apartment.
There's no
but
piano to work on
I
at all.
have no piano. I have nothing in the apartment. It's really scary at the moment. But in a
Playing's
month-
really gone downhill.
Exactly, yeah. I've been devoted to an upright piano
Yes,
instead of
no piano,
yeah,
just
that's right. So, sad. That's okay.
And then there's Dave Fink over there. Sad sack.
Smile.
I'm out of the foot doctor's office, and well, the good news is it is healing. Bad news is it's not healed up. Still sees it, but you can see the bone. It's adding on either side around the stress fracture, so hopefully it will heal up. But I am
Turn
really...
right after a quarter of a mile onto Clove Branch Road.
Okay. I ain't going to wear that boot for another couple of weeks because the boot definitely was helping it heal. Just wasn't long enough, so I have to
Please
sing
turn
tomorrow
second
night.
right.
And I am going to be wearing a low heel, but I'm not wearing that boot up on the stage. No way. Of course, these 2 weeks got horse shows, but he said you could wear a firmer shoe. Don't wear little floppy things. Try that, and if I'm still not feeling 100% by then we'll get an MRI. So, but anyway, that's where I'm at, and I'm on my way home. Oh, this is annoying. This is the morning of the first. It's almost afternoon. It's almost 11 o'clock. 2 minutes to 11. I'm jumping in my car and heading off to a shoe store to try to find a pair of flats that'll go with the outfit I want to wear. Because I have to go into the doctor yesterday, and knowing the foot is still not healed and feeling how the pain is just building, I don't think I'm going to be able to. I mean, I can stand, but just walking around in those heels isn't going to be good for it. And getting up the stairs is going to be very clumsy, made worse by the heels. I have to go up them and down them, so I don't know. I'm just hoping. I'm just running off to DSW. It's nearby. I'm gonna go all the way to the mall. And I was there, and I was looking for something else the other day at the mall, and I saw some gold shoes that were flats, and I'm thinking maybe I should get these because this outfit is navy blue with gold and silver accents, and part of my brain was like, maybe you should get these just in case. And I was like, nah, I don't need them. Yes, now I need them. Well, I am stunned. I actually found a pair. I thought, what the heck? How often am I going to have a chance to wear this on stage? They're actually perfect because I need gold and silver for this outfit. And these do not bend at all. So I think these are going to do the trick. I was shocked to see them. I thought they're Betsy Johnson. Thought, what the hell? Let's go for it. When I first come out and go hobbling up those steps and wearing these clown shoes, people are gonna be like, what's going on? So I will be probably addressing the feet before I even sing, because I don't think I could sing without talking about what's going on. I'll just be thinking about what people are thinking the whole time when I'm singing the first big medley too, so it takes a while. I need to talk about it first. Anyway, I'm just relieved I found the perfect thing, because I'm not supposed to, I'm supposed to be wearing a really hard-soled shoe, and that is really hard. There's no bend in it whatsoever. Anyway, now I gotta go home, jump in the shower. It's been interesting training Max for this particular test. We're doing level 1, test 3. And he kind of knows it, but he has parts of it that are really difficult for him. There's a part where he's supposed to do these canter, shallow canter loops in counter canter. If you know horseback riding, you'll understand what I'm talking about, but it's staying on the one lead even though you're going in a different direction for the loop. And he has to do it in both directions, on both leads. It's hard for him. And then he also has to do a lengthening of his trot, meaning you try to stay in a regular rhythm and then you go across the diagonal and you want the trot to stay in the same rhythm, but just get longer, the strides get longer. He doesn't really know how to do that. Sometimes he gives me some, most of the time he's just hurrying, and when I try to really encourage it, he has an opinion about that. Yep, I'm in the car, and I'm heading in on this beautiful day. My stomach's in knots, because I'm very unsure. I haven't done this show with the 5 new songs put in. As I said, I only had the 1 rehearsal. So I, of course, never feel comfortable about that. I hope I've put a show together that flows as well as the last one did. That one was really working well, which is why I always hate changing it, but so many of the same people come to see me all the time that I feel, I have to change a certain portion of it. I don't want to go into Manhattan. It's too pretty up here. Here I am back in 54 Below. Very familiar place to be. Just starting to feel like my living room. It's a very good gig to have. I have to drive to Manhattan, which can be a pain sometimes, but not today because I actually didn't have to do the driving. And my friends Rose and Susan are both coming tonight. We all drove in together. Gonna go in the vlog. I'm being chauffeured by my buds here, driving along this gorgeous reservoir. Sunshine. Alright, here we are, everybody. Say hi.
Hi. We're excited.
Getting to know this trio. I wish I was just going into the city to drink instead of work. It'd be fun. Well, we'll give you a drink after the show. Yeah. Well, you can't because you're driving. That's right. First things first, I think I need to put on some music. This air conditioner in here is very loud. It's weird. The big room, this is my dressing room. There are 2 actual dressing rooms with the mirrors, but then there's a big seated area out there, and it's absolutely freezing out there. The air conditioning out there seems to be pumping in cold air, and then the hot air is coming out of the radiators in this room, so the air conditioning is on. I have to start playing some music so I feel like singing. Something that's made me want to sing. Show's at 7, so I have 2 hours to slowly warm up my voice and look at the new songs that we put in, just refresh my memory a little bit, because we all know what my memory is like these days. I have 5 songs that we put in new last time. They're not, only one of them is a new song for me. The rest are my songs, but songs I haven't done in ages, so, you know, I need a little refresher. I don't have the flow of the show got changed a bit because I added the songs, so I don't have that instinct, you know, knowing what comes next without thinking about it and looking at my set list. So I'm looking forward to hopefully having a good show and getting back home.
The moon is afraid to come up tonight. There'll be no dinners but candlelight. There is an aura of doom in the air, a storm at sea. Everything castle tonight is in blue. The currency's plummeting down the blue. Won't come back till you come back to me. The world was gone round since we have parted. Other names have touched me like what she can see. She's famous and broken hearted. She'll be feeling better when you come back to me. Tonight all I want is a lose. Even Tchaikovsky is playing the blues, and the hole in the sky makes the winter balmy 103. But there's a shade of love is passing. The boys are striking, but not for the pain. They don't right till you come back to me. It's clear to see we were mistaken. Shakespeare himself could not create such tragedy. Don't you agree? First steps must be taken. What we can fix this mess when you come back to me. Tonight every song is a bit out of tune. The contemplate on the back in the room. You rock away making happy too soon. Going hard. But what really matters is what you love. What the last sort of attention won't come back till you come back to me. They won't come back till you come back to me. They're staying put till you come back to me. You got a fight to be another extension of till you come back to me. I want it, so I'll see you come back to me. Till you come back to me. Till you come back to me, I got it. Till you come back to me, I don't want it. Till you come back to me, till you come back to me. Tonight every song is a bit out of tune. After the door first in a room, you are feeling out in the street. You're going hard. What really matters is what it matters. What is the purpose in the world? Come back till you come back to me. They won't come back till you come back to me. The same point till you come back to me. Come back to me. Come back to me. Come back to me. Starting here, starting now. When we walk, we'll walk together, year by year. Starting here, starting now. When we talk, we will say the most with silence. video and he played that. I thought he was kidding me. He just threw me that long note on the end like a joke. I said, no. I'm old now. Shame on you. What did I say?
I said, how long can you hold the last note? And you said, as long as you want.
What an idiot!
Very smooth singing signs filling my sails. When I draw back and my white tie of her tails. Stepping out with my baby, can't go wrong when I'm right. Ask me where will the day be? The big day,
The day has actually arrived. I am doing the first horse show I've done in about 2 years, so I'm nervous. All right, gotta clean you up. Some dirt. Yeah. See the dust flying off? I've got an hour before Rose and my trainer Jen get here, so we're planning to leave at 11:30. Here we go. I always lay these on this side. The other side's clean, this side's dirty. How do you get so much dirt right in the front of your head? How is that even possible? It's not like you're laying on your forehead. How do you do this? Huh? So hairy. It's good when you're this hairy and you start to sweat. Your hair gets so curly looking. Looks so good in a hairnet. Because he laid on it. He always lays down on his right. Well, my first show back with Max was up at Sperry View Farm in Connecticut, which is about an hour away from me. And if you follow my vlogs, then you might remember that that was the very first time I ever took Max showing, was up at Sperry View. So it seemed appropriate and fitting. And it was exactly the same time of year, October, which is the very end of the show. Actually, it's not even though. The show season ends in August after the regionals and finals. So anything after that is applied to the next year. So this is really the beginning of the 2025 season. And it was the same thing back when I first took him. It was like the same exact show time in October. I didn't know if he would be nervous. Hadn't been there in a while, but he wasn't. He was actually pretty good. In the warm-up, he wasn't that great. He was feeling sort of sticky, like he didn't really want to go forward. Threw in little bunny hops here and there. I could feel him humping up his back a little bit at times, and I was asking for stuff. I thought, uh-oh, he could be in for it. So dry, I could barely feel my tongue off the roof of my mouth. But to my surprise, once we got in there, as he often does, he seems to know when it's a show situation, and he kind of goes to work. And he didn't spook at anything. I was really, really happy with him. And we worked hard. I didn't forget the test. Amazingly, I was so terrified that I was going to. And we got through it all. He did all the moves. He hit all the right markers. There were times when, yes, he was above the bit and things weren't perfect, but overall he did really well. So here's our test. I'll do a little bit of commentary so that you know what you're looking at. Okay, I'm starting the test now. I don't get scored until I stop. Coming down straight toward the judge. Nice square halt. Immobile for at least 3 seconds. Salute the judge and go straight. Making a nice picture. We go across the diagonal. He's supposed to lengthen his stride. He doesn't really know how to do this too well yet, but we get a little bit of lengthening. And then as soon as we hit the wall, we go back to regular trot. Now when we hit the letter V, we leg yield to the left until we hit the center line right where you see the S. Should be up that far. And then we make a 10-meter circle to S. Back to the center line, straight down toward the judge. Turn right. Now we make a stretchy trot, 20-meter circle in the middle of the ring. Supposed to keep his head down. He put it up there, but he held it down fairly well, most of it. We got an 8 for this, so she liked it. Middle of the short side, which is A. Right in the middle here, we start to canter. And now we do our counter loop. You make a big shallow S to the middle of the ring. And then back again. And then you do a 15-meter canter circle. Lost a little rhythm there. And now we do a canter lengthening right there. And then we go back to regular canter. Now we go across the diagonal. And when we hit the center line, which we did it too early, but center line we should then trot. And now, as soon as we get to the judge, we walk. And now we start a free walk in the shape of a shallow V to the center line. I'm just switching my whip to my other hand to help me with my other leg yield little coming up. Sorry, I don't know, my voice is so froggy. I also got an 8 for this. Scores are 1 out of 10 for each element, so. Now back to regular collected walk, or working walk, I don't know what you call it. And now hit A, we trot. And now at this coming letter, we leg yield to the left, to the center line, and finishing at the center line at R. See that, which is across from R. Now we circle a 10-meter circle at R. Back down the center line to the judge. And now we come across the diagonal again for an extended trot, or a lengthening trot, I mean. Yeah, this one, we did a few steps, but mostly it's just hurried. And then we do regular trot. And now at A, we take a left canter. Put his head up here. He doesn't do the left as well or as easily, so now it's the shallow counter canter loop. But at least he's doing it. I didn't think he'd be able to do it. Just going above the bit, meaning he's putting his head up rather than keeping his face parallel. Not parallel, but horizontal to the ground. No, yeah, right, parallel. Now it's another 15-meter left canter circle. As you see, he struggles to maintain his roundness. Now it's the lengthened canter. Into the corner, and then we come across the whole diagonal in canter, and at the midpoint we do a few strides of trot, and then we take the left canter lead, which did really nicely. And then at the judge we trot. Whoops, and he tripped. That's a nice trot. And we turn midpoint back to the center line to finish our halt in front of the judge. A little bit short of the letters, but they're not quite square, but not too bad.
Yay! Oh, then we came back here. This is my third time here. The second time we came back and we did training level 1 and 3. Which I thought about doing that, honestly, but I thought I have a hard enough time remembering one test. And when I had 2 tests to remember, it was really hard remembering, okay, the canter circle's not here in this one, it's in the other thing. That's why I only kept to the ever learning this level 1-3 test. You can see how he kind of seems to know this is something, right?
Well, he was better than usual.
Yeah. I mean, he's done the test better at my house, obviously, but when he knows it, and I have to go through it sometimes. But for coming here, never having been in that ring in 2.5 years, I mean, that's great.
It really is.
Yeah.
No, he's a good little man.
Yeah. He hit our markers fairly good.
I think you're going to get a good score.
Nice judge.
I know, that's a qualifying score. So after 3 days of prepping, working like a dog to go to the first show, I spent literally 3 days just working hard. I had to end up washing my horse trailer by hand because my power washer broke 5 minutes into it. My hands are still not recovered. I feel like a washboard. And all that prep work, all that stress, all that worry, and all that time for a $2 ribbon. But you know what? Makes it all worthwhile. It definitely does. It's always fun to get a ribbon. First horse show done. Time to go back to 54 Below for another Linda show.
When autumn comes and leaves obey, I think of you when spring was new and fall was miles away. And when I close my eyes, I see you, and I feel a chill. When autumn comes, it's summer still. When autumn comes and while we smile, I wonder, do you see them too across the restless sky? And does October catch you dreaming of Central Park in June? Or is love lost beneath the frost? Summer's by the sea when the sun that summer goes, I will remember through November what September knows, that nothing lasts forever. Summer goes on. So when the leaves begin to change, I find it sad, but that you are all I can recall. When autumn I think we got some theater fans here. Before the parade. It's not what you think. Passes by. Before it all goes on, and only I'm left. Before the parade passes by, I've got to get in step while there's still time left. I'm ready to move in front. Life without light has no reason or right. Left with the rest of them, with the best of them. I wanna hold my head up high. I need to go again. I need to try again. I wanna feel my heart coming alive again. Before the parade passes by. The parade passes by. Where birds taste high. The parade passes up here because otherwise I might just launch into one of my famous dance moves or something. And I know if I was right, did I fight hard enough when the battles grew too rough? Should I have given in? But here I stand and swear to you I did the best that I could do. I know my voice was just a whisper, but someone may have heard. There were nights when none above me stirred and let me grab a hold. My hands are touched the my heart's been given bright blind with dreams, tight with fear. Still God knows that I was and I was so alive. And now I lay past to rest. For in the end, I did my best. You have given the life you've given me. And never close your eyes. You hold on and stare into the skies and burn against the cold. For a moment, you must go. And there was joy through it all, and I am standing was just a whisper, but someone must have heard. There were nights when the above me stirred and lit my eyes. Take hold, I across the sky and watch the two hands I once held could go.
is Friday morning. Last night was the third show of 54 Below, which I'm very thrilled to say went very well. I wish it really good. I was surprised. I thought I might be a little tired after just the 2 days off in between, but surprisingly it was, I think, the best of all 3 nights. I know it was the best. Crazy. Anyway, thank you for everyone who came to all 3 of these shows. It was so much fun. And now I'm heading over to do a test ride because I'm doing the 2 shows with Max this weekend, Saturday and Sunday. And on Friday, you can bring your horse and ride them in the ring so they get used to it. Because I've never been here before. Max has never been here, so this will be good to help calm him down. So I've just driven down to the barn. I've got my buddy in the car. Shadow, don't. Doesn't want me to go anywhere without him. And I'm going to prep the trailer, get everything ready to go. A little more relaxed this time, but that's also dangerous because I don't want to forget the test. I didn't forget it, and I don't want to forget it this time. Anyway, hop to it. Always lays on this side. The other side's clean, this side's dirty. How do you get so much dirt right in the front of your head? How's that even possible? It's not like you're laying on your forehead. How do you do this? Huh? So hairy. It's good when you're this hairy and you start to sweat. Your hair gets so curly looking. Just letting Max decompress a little bit. It's only a little over half hour to get here, but it's stressful always in the trailer. Anything over the 5-minute ride we do to our trails. When he's by himself, of course. But he's loving this grass. I had no idea this place was this big. For a beautiful day, 60 degrees. Fortunately not hot because with all this hair he's got, he starts sweating immediately. It's a good thing we came today because it's a lot to look at here for him. Right, Max? Well, this is the hardest part. The horse show is getting up early. Still dark. It's cold. You can't see anything on my camera, so I don't know if you can either. Oh, the light just came on. Oh God, I'm nervous. I'm so nervous for today. Hey Eddie. Where's Max, huh? Where is he? Where's Max? Does he know he has to go down to the show? Max! Oh boy! Are you ready for today? I'm not. Oh boy. I want to be back in bed. Where are we? Huh? I have no idea where we are, and I have no idea where I'm supposed to go. It's a huge place. It was a beautiful and very windy day. Leaves were flying everywhere, but I knew that wasn't what was going to bother Max. More the fact that there was just a lot to look at. Also, they had a polo barn there, polo ponies. It's an interesting place. So yeah, it was a long walk from where we had to park the trailer and get ready to go to the indoor. You warmed up in an indoor arena, and then your test was outside. I was in the warm-up ring really early, way too early actually, even though most of the time I was just walking. Because he'd never been there, I figured, oh well, let's just really warm him up slowly. He might be tired from the last week. But Okay, so here is my test, which was a bit of a rodeo at times. He did a pretty good halt, pretty square, except he swung his butt a little bit to the left. But we got a decent mark for that. And then you come down, you know, center line. Here's the judge sitting in this little hut here. This was okay. Here we do our first across the diagonal where he's supposed to extend his trot. And I was just pushing, just trying to get him to go without kicking out like he did at home. He didn't give me too much, just a smidge. So I brought him back to a slightly slower trot here to make it look like we'd had some difference. And now we have to come around the corner, come down to the midway point, down the ring. And then we're doing, oh no, I'm wrong. First it's leg yield. So I'm so disoriented in direction-wise. Leg yield to the left, which he wasn't straight. He's supposed to keep the body straight toward the judge, and he wasn't. But at least he got to his marker. His 10-meter circle wasn't terrible. Back to the judge. Now in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, right turn. Now we got to go around the world because this is the one thing I always think I'm going to forget, which is the stretchy trot coming up, which he usually does so well. And again, he just didn't want to put his head down. And this is a double mark. We didn't get a terrible mark for it, but he really puts his head down normally and does a pretty good one, but not today. Wasn't meant to be. So we just got a decent mark, but not a good one. And this is also marked double. And right in the middle of the short side, we switch to the right lead canter, which he took nicely. Good mark for that. Now we are doing our first counter canter loop, which he did okay. Although here he starts sticking his head down, acting like he's gonna buck, which he never does. But we're still doing okay. And we come for the 15-meter circle in front of the judge, and it just wasn't as good as he normally does. He wasn't keeping his head down. He's too busy looking around, not want to make the turn smooth. And then we have to come down alongside, and we're supposed to do our lengthen canter, or pick up the speed, which he did okay. He was a little crooked. Come around the corner. He's just not staying around like he normally would. The right-hand canter is usually his best. Now we come across the diagonal, and at the halfway point, which was a little too early there, but we go to trot. And this is where Linda's brain fries, because I'm working so hard to get him to do what he normally does that I just screwed up, lost my place. So here I'm supposed to trot right here, and no, actually I'm supposed to walk right in front of the judge. I was supposed to walk. Here I knew it.
Yes, I was ready to ring the bell and you walk. I thought, okay. The walk is supposed to be walk is easy, and it's HFK.
Anyway, supposed to walk, and then you do your free walk, head stretching down. He normally does this really good. We got 8s last week, and it's a double mark. We got 2 8s on our test like last week, which is great. It's 1 out of 10 for each movement, or each thing that they score. So he didn't get as good a one because he didn't put his head down as much as he normally does. So now we're going to repeat the pattern just to the left. On the other side. So here we go to trot. Took it a little too late. Normally he's right on it. And then we do another leg yield. And again, he's just trailing. He's not really doing the leg yield that he can do. He's very crooked. It's supposed to be straight to the judge. He's pointing straight to the judge and really crossing over. But at least we made our mark. And here he put his head too low in the 10-meter circle. I know this is boring for all you non-horse people, but I'm explaining anyway. Then we're supposed to come back down to the judge, make another right-hand turn. Now we're going to go do our second trot lengthening, which again, all he's doing is making his feet quicker. He's not really taking bigger steps. So Not a great score for that. Now, here we're supposed to back to regular trot, and right in the middle there, the short side, go to left canter, which he always does. He would not canter. We're trotting. We're supposed to be cantering in our second counter loop. I finally get him going. Unfortunately, he did pick up the correct lead when I got him going, but I was pretty embarrassed. So now we're cantering. And then we come around for this 15 meter, which was just sloppy and drifting. So we got pretty bad marks for these moves, obviously. And then we come for the canter lengthening, which he did okay. Again, a little crooked. Then we go down to the corners to then come across the diagonal. He's just not keeping his head down. Across the diagonal, and at the middle you trot for a couple steps, and then you switch to the other lead. It's normally his big move. Does it very well. Which he didn't do it badly. He did okay. And here I screw up again. I'm supposed to trot right in front of the judge, and I keep on cantering. Linda has lost her mind. But we didn't get marked off like a wrong move. We just marked off that he started it too late. And come down halfway, and then turn toward the judge and salute. And get the hell out of there. Anyway, that was our test. Well, folks, it's been a long day editing this very long vlog. I spent all day doing it because I'm just slow the way I work. But I hope you enjoyed it. I certainly have had a lot of fun the last couple of weeks doing this, and I think we had our highs, we had our lows. Not really lows, you can't call it a low. I felt really good about the fact that we now are halfway we're qualifying for the regionals next year, so I feel confident we'll get there and do a pretty good test. We have all season to work on it, so I'm looking forward to that. It's just, things like this light a fire under my belly to just get even better. So proud of my boy. Very proud of my boy. Anyway, thanks to everybody who came to Fifth Floor Below. You were, again, amazing audiences. I can't thank you enough. I'm glad you liked the show. I hope you liked the new songs you've added back in, and I hope to see you all somewhere soon. Bye. Can you believe that after not really sleeping the night before, getting up at 6 a.m., not getting home from the horse show till almost 3 o'clock, going to dinner, I took Rose out to dinner as a thank you for helping me, and then Jake wanted to go to the circus, so me, Jake, Maddie, and Rose all went to see a circus. Can you believe that? What a day. I wasn't kidding. We said we're going to a circus. It's the big top.